Okay, so as Tiffany mentioned, I am Millie Corsaro, and I went ahead and had a little fun with this. So it's going to be a little superhero lingo. So trying to make risk management as fun as possible. So that's a difficult task, and I tried my best here. So greeting vigilant business owners and risk takers, and welcome to the risk management adventure of a lifetime. My name is Millie Corsaro, and I'll be using my superhero alter ego to partner with you as your trusty ally in the battle against the perils that lurk in the business cosmos. Every superhero needs sidekicks, and each one of you possess untapped superpowers: the power to plan, the power to anticipate, and the power to safeguard your business against the supervillains of risk. With my mighty shield of policies and our power to foresee and conquer risks together, we shall navigate the treacherous landscapes of uncertainty and emerge victorious. Today, we'll harness those powers and transform into a league of risk management superheroes. We did the oath. So, who am I? I'm serving the People Advisory Council under my superhero identity, the guardian of the community. I am passionate about serving the community and nurturing the relationships that bring out the best in all of us, allowing us to thrive together. As a licensed independent agent with Relation Insurance Services, I partner with businesses using my powers to seek the perfect insurance solution, shielding their assets from the perils of liabilities. I was born in Puerto Rico, and at about 1 year old, I moved with my young teen parents to what we call the mainland US. I spoke only Spanish until I started public school in New York City until at the age of 5. The experience of my background and the unique perspective on how to navigate these relationships allow me the opportunity to serve the growing market of women and Latino-owned businesses. My husband and I are also active on the board for our community association. My daughter and I are proud Girl Scout. It is Girl Scout season, so if anybody's looking, or cookie season, if you're looking for cookies, let me know. And my son and I enjoy driving around. We are big readers, so we'll go to little libraries and donate the used books that we no longer need in our home. So now that you've gotten a brief idea of who I am, we are ready to proceed with our adventure in the land of risk. So fasten your capes, sharpen your risk detection senses, and prepare to learn, grow, and master the art of risk management. As we unite our powers and forge ahead, we'll leap tall risks in a single bound, unravel the mysteries of risk mitigation, and merge as champions of the risk management universe. So, identifying business risks. This is the introduction to business. What is a risk? In the thrilling adventure of running a business, risks loom like shadows in the night, uncertain yet potentially powerful enough to shape the journey. Business risk, simply put, is a possibility of an event or circumstances impacting a company's financial health, operational efficiency, or strategic goals. Risk management acts as a guiding compass in the uncertain terrain. It involves processes and strategies designed to identify, assess, and address these risks proactively. By understanding potential threats, their impact, businesses can formulate plans to mitigate or navigate these challenges effectively. Through risk management, businesses aim not only to protect themselves, but also to optimize opportunity, fortify their foundations, and build resilience in the face of adversity. This brief introduction sets the stage by defining business risks and touching on the fundamental types while emphasizing the pivotal role of risk management in guiding businesses through these potential hazards. And at the end, I'll give some examples that we all are familiar with of poor risk management and effective risk management. So in the world of business, risk management is like a superhero's vigilant watch. It's the dynamic process where businesses spot, size up, and neutralize potential threats that could foil their grand plans. Just as heroes analyze and tackle villains, companies tackle uncertainties head on to keep their operations, finances, and reputation safe from harm's way. It's a well-ordered approach that involves spotting risks, ranking their danger, and crafting strategies, be it to avoid, transfer, mitigate, or accept identified risks. At its core, it's about fortifying the business, ensuring it stands strong against any unexpected twists in its journey. The four major areas a business should analyze for risks are financial risks. In these risk scenarios, consider your cash flow issues, investment risks, and budget challenges. One good example of a cash flow issue is if you are a restaurant owner, you are going to rely on your clients coming into your place of business to bring revenue into your business. There are ways to mitigate and protect yourself in the event that something would happen to your restaurant if you weren't able to operate correctly. So these are things that we have to think about and as we're building our business plans. Operational risks include recognizing risk in your day-to-day operations, including staffing challenges, supply chain disruptions, and operational inefficiency. Staffing, that's a very easy example of staffing is a workers' comp. When you are working for yourself and you need to hire employees, it's very important to consider that these are people that have issues of their own or may come with background and experiences of their own. And when they're working for you, certain aspects of their health become your responsibility as their employer. Strategic risks analysis includes scenarios of rapid growth that may lead to the inability to meet demand, or slow growth that may hinder competitiveness. Risk associated with the market not accepting your product or service as anticipated, or the failure to establish a positive brand image or encountering negative publicity that can harm your business's reputation. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. And finally, analyzing compliance and regulatory risks will ensure your business is compliant with regulation. This step should include identifying legal risks and liabilities associated with your industry. Again, I think that's also pretty self-explanatory. When you are a business owner, you have to become familiar with the legal landscape of how you're going to operate. Okay, did I skip one? Oh, no, okay. So we're going to identify some tools and techniques for risk management. Anticipating potential threats involves several steps. Some of the basic tools and techniques used to identify business risks. I think I did. I'm sorry. There we go. Risk identification, it identifies possible threats by analyzing market research and trends, competition, advancements in technology, regulatory changes, and staying up to date with industry news. A SWOT analysis, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, can help pinpoint both internal and external weaknesses and operations, and opportunities and threats. I'm sorry. Scenario planning is more of an exercise that helps devise strategies to tackle different situations by envisioning various situations that could impact your business and to consider best case, worst case, and most probable scenarios. A risk assessment can help you identify risks based on their likelihood and the potential impact on your business, and it allows you to prioritize and focus on those most critical areas. And then in some cases, certain risks might need specialized knowledge. Don't hesitate to seek advice from consultant industry experts or legal advisors. This is no way meant to replace any legal or consulting service. If you are preparing to go into business, I highly recommend that you contact a risk management consultant, or an insurance agent, or anyone, or a lawyer, anyone in that capacity that can help you mitigate and identify those risks that may potentially affect you and your business. So what are some strategies you can use to mitigate your risk? Risk mitigation strategies include, I'm sorry, I got my slides all mixed up. I'm sorry, ladies. There. So once your risks are identified and assessed, you're going to create strategies to mitigate them. This can include avoidance, and think of it of just steering clear of trouble. It might mean saying no to a risky project, avoiding a particular market known for unpredictable changes. Reduction is another risk mitigation strategy that is about minimizing the impact of the risk, like wearing a helmet or installing cybersecurity to lower the risk of data breaches. A business might install safety measures to reduce the chances or impacts of risk. Transfer is like sharing the risk burden, having someone else help shoulder the weight. A business does this when they buy insurance. By paying the premium, the business is transferring the financial burden of certain risks to the insurance company. And then, of course, there's the acceptance of the risk, something that you're just accepting as part of business operation. Each strategy is like a tool in a toolbox. Pick and choose which ones to use based on the situation to stay strong in the face of challenges by creating contingency plans, investing in security measures, insurance coverage, and build strong relationships with suppliers and partners. By actively anticipating, assessing, and having a well thought out mitigation strategy in place, you can better manage potential threats to your business. A well managed risk assessment and mitigation strategy will help you protect your business assets and resources, enhance the decision making process, and ensure business continuity and resilience. So how do you go about implementing and integrating risk management strategies in your business? Creating an actionable business risk mitigation plan involves a structured approach. As you can see, it's not something that you're going to want to do overnight. It's going to be something that you're going to really spend some time thinking on, because it's going to take some time for you to identify the risk. It's also going to take some time to figure out how you're going to deal with it. Are you going to use one of the 4 strategies that we identified before? After identifying, assessing, and prioritizing potential risk, it's time to formulate your business risk mitigation strategies. These steps include developing specific and actionable steps to address each high priority risk, and preparing contingency plans for the worst case scenarios, which I outline the steps to take if a risk materializes. Allocating the necessary financial, technology, or human resources, ensure the necessary resources are available to implement and support the mitigation plans effectively. It does help to review them periodically. It's like an onion, you think of it as an onion is a great way to think about it. And these reviews will help you identify the gaps and changes in the risk scenarios that require adjustments to these plans. A regular test also ensures the effectiveness of the mitigation measures. Training employees on their roles and responsibility enhances the plan's effectiveness and communication. The mitigation plans and communicate the mitigation plan across your organization. You're going to want to continuously monitor the business environment for new risks and adapt your mitigation plans accordingly. It's important to be flexible. It's important to be adaptable, because these are the keys to staying resilient in the face of evolving risk. Risk management is an ongoing process that requires continuous attention and adaptation. You can identify these risks and you can mitigate these risks by market research and having a clear understanding of your business landscape. And like I said, you do want to be flexible. Adapting to change is a great example of this. Is the we're seeing a lot more talk about AI being used in business. We have to, as business owners and business community leaders, have to figure out what kind of risk will this bring if we were to bring it into our business operating. As your business evolves, new risks emerge or existing ones may change. Risk identification is an ongoing process. Staying vigilant and adaptable is key to navigating potential challenges. By following these steps, businesses can create robust and practical risk mitigation plans that proactively address potential threats, ensuring greater resiliency and stability in the long run. So another example is like installing stronger firewalls and regular software updates. Employing training on data security to mitigate cybersecurity risks, or having an alternative supplier lined up in the case of a primary supplier failure. So what are some of the benefits of effective risk management? It's like creating a fortress around your business. When you effectively manage your business, when you effectively manage your risk, you're fortifying your business against unexpected challenges. This resilience means you're better prepared to bounce back from setbacks, ensuring smoother operations even faced with difficulties. Effective risk management isn't just about avoiding troubles, it's also about spotting and grabbing opportunities. By understanding and managing risks, businesses can explore new avenues for growth and innovation. It's like having a treasure map. Knowing where the risks are help you navigate to hidden opportunities. Complying with regulations, think of it as think of it as as playing by the rules. Many industries have rules and regulations they need to follow. Effective risk management helps businesses align with these guidelines, ensuring they're on the right side of the law, like a shield against potential legal troubles. And finally, stakeholders. Like investors, customers, and partners feel more secure and confident in a business that demonstrates a grip on potential risk. When a business when a business manages risks effectively, it shows it's prepared and reliable, enhancing trust amongst those involved. Picture it as building trust with your allies. By reaping these benefits, businesses not only shield themselves from potential harm, but also position themselves to thrive and grow amidst challenges while also building trust and credibility amongst stakeholders. So I had mentioned that we were going to talk about two well-known good examples of risk management and two not so good examples. And the first one I'm going to use is going to be JP Morgan and Chase. Everybody knows that JP Morgan and Chase is a global financial institution. It has gained a lot of recognition for its strong risk management practices. The company faced significant challenges during the 2008 financial crisis, but it managed to avoid those challenges because it navigated it better than other financial institutions. It's JP Morgan's risk management framework also involves comprehensive stress testing, scenario analysis, and strict risk controls. The bank is also known for its continuous investment in technology to enhance risk monitoring and reporting. This commitment to risk management has helped JP Morgan withstand economic downturns and regulatory changes, maintaining its position as one of the largest and most stable banks in the world. Another example that of a company that does very well in managing their risk is Toyota Motor Corporation. Many of you are familiar with Toyota. And they are a well-known automobile manufacturer that has demonstrated effective risk management in the practices in the face of various challenges. I don't know if everybody remembers in the early 2000s, they were facing a lot of recalls, high-profile recalls, because of safety concerns with their vehicles. In response, the company implemented changes in its quality control processes and adapted a more proactive approach to risk management. Toyota now emphasizes a culture of continuous improvement and has implemented measures to identify and address potential risks early in the production process. This commitment to risk management has not only improved product quality, but has also enhanced the company's overall resilience in the competitive industry. So, and like I said, on the flip side, while it can be challenging to pinpoint specific companies that have publicly admitted to ineffective risk management, there are instances where companies have faced significant issues that were attributed to shortcomings in risk management. The first example we may all be familiar with is the Enron Corporation. Enron was once a leading energy company that faced a major financial scandal in the early 2000s. The collapse of Enron was primarily due to accounting fraud and an elaborate web of off-balance sheet special purpose entities that were used to hide debt. The company's senior management engaged in deceptive accounting practices, and the board failed to provide adequate oversight. Enron's case is often cited as an example of a company with poor risk management practices, as it failed to disclose the true extent of its financial risk and engaged in unethical behavior that ultimately led to its bankruptcy. Another example many of us may be familiar with, and this is the flip side of JP Mortgage, is the Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers was a global financial service firm, and it faced a dramatic collapse in 2008 during the financial crisis. The company's downfall was attributed to excessive risk taking in the mortgage market and a heavy reliance on short term borrowing. Lehman Brothers had invested heavily in mortgage-backed securities without fully understanding the risks involved. The lack of adequate risk management and the failure to accurately assess the risks associated with their investment contributed significantly to the company's failure. Lehman Brothers bankruptcy played a crucial role in triggering the broader financial crisis of 2008. This is a really great example of knowing what you're playing with. Lehman Brothers was a big name in the mortgage-backed security market. They didn't really understand the full scope of what they were dealing with. And it eventually not only adversely affected them, but the broader community as well. So we have to think about that. Again, your reputation as a business owner, as a business leader, as a community leader really comes down to really understanding what you're getting yourself into, understanding the business landscape, and mitigating those risks for yourself and others around you. These examples underscore the importance of effective risk management in sustaining the long-term viability of companies and preventing catastrophic failures. Companies that neglect proper risk management practices may face severe consequences, including financial losses, legal issues, and a damage to their reputation. And so, in summary, in our whirlwind risk management course, we took a thrilling journey through the heart of protecting businesses in today's ever-changing landscape. We would define risk management significance, highlighting its pivotal role in today's business battleground. We delved into identifying various risks businesses face daily. And here you can think of financial risks, compliance risks, and the challenges that you might have in meeting those regulations. And risk management emerges as our shield against these threats, defending our assets, guiding decisions, and ensuring unwavering continuity. We explored methods to spot, size up, and rank risks and unleash potent strategies for risk busting. We learned how leaders and allies play a vital role in executing these risk taming plans. And lastly, the grand rewards of mastering risk, a fortress of resilience, seizing golden opportunities, honoring regulations, and winning over trusty allies. But heed this, my empower superheroes. My mission isn't meant to replace professional advice tailored to your specific industry. Instead, let this journey empower you to understand the immense value of steering your own business through today's challenges with the right wisdom, tools, and strategies. You'll forge a heroic organization on a rock-solid foundation. Flexibility and adaptability shall be your superpowers, not just for today's trials, but to pave the way for future leaders and empowered organization. Together, let's sustain the positive impact created when we collaborate to meet the diverse needs of the communities we champion. And so with that, I went that through a little quickly, but I was wondering if anyone opening it for some questions then.
Now's the perfect time to open it for questions. I'm just going to stop the Facebook Live at this point, and everyone can start asking their questions.